I turned 23 in February. When I look back at this trip now, I realize it captured exactly where I was mentally at the start of this year. I thought turning 23 was going to feel like a reset, and I'd convinced myself I was going to spend the day relaxed, refreshed, and excited for whatever this year had in store for me. When I woke up that morning, I actually felt good. The night before, I had a dream about a friend of mine who passed away from sickle cell a few years ago. One of my long-time wishes had always been for her to visit me in a dream again, and somehow, on the night before my 23rd birthday, she did. It was such a small thing, like maybe she had stopped by to say hello, or maybe it was just my brain doing brain things. I don't know, but it made me really happy. I thought it was a good sign for the day ahead.
I really feel like I healed a part of my inner child because I have not been in a pool since forever.
Then I started getting ready, and then I started cramping, and immediately I knew what that was. My period was coming. Then it started to rain the entire day. The kind of rain that makes everything feel and look grey. The kind of rain where your clothes get damp, your hair gets ruined, your makeup starts annoying you, and suddenly you're irritated by things that wouldn't normally bother you. Everything was taking longer than expected. Everything felt harder than it needed to be. And I could feel myself getting more and more frustrated as the day went on. I became quiet, distant, a bit of a brat if I'm being honest. And the worst part was knowing I was acting that way, but not really knowing how to snap myself out of it. By the time we got to the train station to head to Brighton, I was exhausted, emotionally. I remember wiping my makeup off because I felt so ugly. I hated how the day had gone. And I remember thinking, how is depression still following me here? Even on my birthday, I was overwhelmed, I felt guilty, I felt disappointed in myself. Because birthdays are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be memories you look back on and smile about. And all I wanted to do was curl up in a bed and cry. Somewhere during the train journey to Brighton though, things started easing up. And when we got to the apartment in Brighton and I saw the birthday balloons and decorations waiting for me, I felt terrible for how negative I'd been all day. But the next morning was completely different. We went to the Brighton Pier, and for the first time all trip, I stopped thinking about how I looked. I stopped thinking about adulthood. I just stopped thinking about all the things stressing me out. So I played.
That ride, that was a good adrenaline starter.
I went on rides. I laughed so hard I cried. And for a few hours, I felt like a child again. In the way you feel before life becomes so serious all the time, before everything becomes about money, responsibility, and future career plans, and just trying to figure out where your life is going. I think that's all I wanted from my birthday. Not for it to be perfect or some life-changing revelation. I just wanted to feel light again, even if it was only for a little while. And now that I'm 23, I think that's the thing I'm learning. Adulthood isn't something you suddenly figure out. There's no moment where somebody hands you a manual and tells you exactly what to do and exactly how it's going to be. You just keep going, you keep trying, you keep making mistakes, and you keep learning. Somehow, you're expected to build a life in the middle of all of that. And honestly, I'm still figuring it all out.